I remember as a kid spending hours a day in my parents' basement playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and even though Skate City is a 2.5D skateboarding game, I still get that same level of excitement and enjoyment out of nailing the perfect combo and racking up a high score. Hey guys, it's Cody with Indie Game Pulse. If you want to find the newest and best indie games and hear genuine reviews from an indie game fanatic like yourself, click subscribe and the notification bell to make sure you don't miss another video. Let's get into it. This review is not going to be a comparison to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater or other skate games because while there are similarities, Skate City is very much its own beautiful thing. A huge thank you to the developer for passing on a review code to me. For starters, there are 3 worldwide locations included in the game at launch: Los Angeles, Oslo, and Barcelona. These areas are lauded as some of the best places to skate in the world, and if you've ever watched a skate video on YouTube, you'll probably even recognize some of them. The latter 2 locations must be unlocked with credits, and they give you progressively harder challenges to accomplish too. Speaking of the challenges, these are how you gain credits to unlock new locations, as well as other customizables that we'll get to in just a minute. For each challenge you attempt, there are 3 different tiers of rewards with stacking 100, 200, and 300 credits. There are a wide variety of challenges to complete, and through several hours of playing, I've completed almost every one and still have not gotten bored with them. They range from escaping the police, to avoiding pedestrians, to simply hitting the correct tricks as they're called out. Once you progress to the last location, Barcelona, some challenges will no longer give you the controller prompts for the tricks, so your memory will need to be pretty sharp here. In each location, you can also take things a little more casually and just play around in Endless Skate, which is like an endless runner map that eventually loops, where you can practice your skills and see every feature each location has to offer. There are also 30 unique goals to accomplish in each Endless Skate area, which will again grant you more credits when you complete them. In Endless Skate, there is actually one more way to gain credits, and this method is also endless and up to your creativity. You can record skate videos and sell them to sponsors. The more imaginative and creative your moves and your video, the more it's worth. I spent a fair amount of time messing around with the different effects and filters, and it's actually pretty fun. The gameplay works like this: you use the A button on an Xbox controller to skate forward, you flick both joysticks separately to perform different tricks, use the bumpers to spin, and triggers as manuals and balance. The game does an excellent job through the challenges, slowly introducing you to these mechanics, so for first-time players, I would really recommend skipping Endless Skate for 30 minutes or so until you've learned the ropes. Your skater always moves from left to right, and if jumping near a grindable rail will almost always grind and get you past the dangerous stairs. I do have a couple small gripes with the controls, however. First and foremost, with the A button always being held to make your skater move, and the right joystick needing to be flicked to jump and perform nollie tricks, realistically you either need to use a claw grip, which is uncomfortable for most people, or use your left thumb for both joysticks. I think they chose to use the A button to move your skater since it's closest to the joystick, but still it's kind of difficult to do in my opinion. My other problem with the controls is that they can't be rebound. I would recommend this be implemented in the future, and it would help to make the game more accessible and fun for everyone. Being able to switch the bumpers and triggers or even bind them to the face buttons would be a great option. Graphics-wise, the game ran beautifully on PC, and the world is a wonder to look at. The art style is more muted and faded, as if shrouded by smog in a big city, but also as if you're looking through an old camera or lens with sepia tones running rampant on the streets. The sun attempting to break through the haze brings a beautiful sort of glow to each area, and if you skate long enough to enjoy the nightlife, you'll see a whole new side of each city too. Contrast this with the bright and colorful unlockables that you can buy for your skater, and it really makes him stand out from the background and the crowd. The locations, as I mentioned earlier, are distinct from each other, with some major landmarks being included in each. It did take me a couple hours to feel comfortable enough with the controls and the areas to be able to actually look around and enjoy the scenery, but I guess it's probably the same, or even more so with actual skateboarding. I can't say for sure, I'm more of a Blades guy. I'll get to the soundtrack in just a second, but I can't gloss over all the unlockables featured in Skate City. I can't imagine how many hours it would take and how many in-game skate videos one would need to sell in order to unlock every single item, because the skate shop here is a skater's dream. Tons of decks, wheels, and trucks to customize your skateboard, clothes, shoes, hats, and sunglasses to customize your rider, and then there are skills and special tricks to unlock as well. I actually invested all my early credits into the skills since I figured they would help me in the race challenges, but then I barely had enough credits to unlock the other locations, so spend your credits wisely. You can also customize your character's gender, skin tone, and hairstyle, but that's as far as the personal customization goes. As you can see, the developer has put a lot of time and thought into all these options, especially the decks in my opinion. I didn't even count how many there were because I just kept scrolling for a while and never saw them repeat. And lastly, let's talk about the music that will accompany you around the world in Skate City. Lo-fi beats are all the rage in 2021, and Skate City has created their own beats to enjoy while you race or chill in the scenic cities. Some tracks have vocals, some just barely audible, and other tracks are strictly instrumental, but they blend seamlessly together as if MTV had compiled a skate video montage. The soundtrack is available on Spotify and YouTube Music, and I'll leave a link in the description below along with links to purchase the game. So the question is, should you play Skate City? Well, for $14.99 in the US, I can't help but recommend this experience. While I feel like the controls and options could be a bit improved, I did really enjoy my time in Skate City, whether chilling in Los Angeles or grinding my way through the streets of Barcelona. The art is wonderful and the music blends perfectly to paint picturesque and memorable scenes. Let me know what you think of Skate City by leaving a comment below and let's start a conversation. That's gonna do it, guys. Thank you very much to my 681 subscribers for your support, and I look forward to getting to know more of you soon. For more top indie game countdowns and reviews, check out the videos on your screen now, and I'll see you on the other side.